Hello again. Good to see you all here. And who doesn't know me? I'm Pranas from company Teltonika Networks marketing team. And today I'm not alone. I have my colleague Edvinas with me. I believe he will turn on his camera soon. And Edvinas is from our R&D team, and today he will share details of the most important recent updates of our RutOS operational system. So I believe you will have plenty of questions, so please write them down in Q&A session. And if you have any issues with the sound or the video, please let us know. So I believe all of you know our devices, routers and gateways. They have great functionality and performs great providing networking connectivity in many different use cases. But hardware alone would not be able to do it. These devices without operational system would be just tiny metal boxes. And RutOS is our operational system developed by our R&D team, and it's the soul of our devices which power up the hardware. Our product design philosophy is to provide our partners with the most secure, easy to use and reliable product. We are applying the same philosophy to our operation system, RutOS, to make it as secure as possible with user-friendly interface and reliability to meet the highest standards. Our RutOS is based on OpenVRT, and it's embedded Linux distribution widely used in the market and open and highly supported by Linux community, stable, easy to work with, flexible, with other platform integrations, and can also be adjusted and developed by our advanced customers by themselves. Our RutOS is easy to customize. Because it's based on OpenVRT, you can easily adapt it to your needs with our provided software development kit. A software development kit is a set of software development tools that provides the possibility to create applications for a certain software package, software framework, computer system, or similar development platform. Teltonika Networks provides SDKs for its products, and they can be found on our wiki page. RutOS gives ability not only to easily customize our routers and gateways, but also configure the device without headache. Easy-to-use device becomes helpful when you have to train your end client or maintain installed equipment. Our R&D team put a lot of effort to make our RutOS convenient to use for your engineer. And more, if you need configuration examples or ideas how to solve the issues, visit our wiki page. There are plenty of how-to tutorials in it. IoT business cases is challenging and dynamic, meaning that conditions and requirements for equipment are changing and evolving constantly. We all know cases when migrating to a new supplier device was inevitable, and in some cases it caused a chain reaction of problems. Our RutOS is designed to be user-friendly and easy to learn. There will be no hassle for your engineers to start using Teltonika Networks equipment. And evaluating this, our devices powered by RutOS allows you to cut the cost, both time and money spent on our device integration, training your technicians, or even no need for experienced engineers to manage IoT devices in your industrial use case. And I believe all of you would agree that easy application saves time, and time is expensive. And we don't stop. Our R&D team is working constantly to make our RutOS even better. We analyze, evaluate, and improve our operation system to fulfill your requirements. And moreover, your feedback is very important for us. So if you have any ideas how to improve our RutOS, please share it with us. And all these improvements are done by constant updates to our firmware. Firmware updates let's introduce bunch of fixes and improvements, but sometimes also even new features. More about updates you will hear from the person who directly works with them, my colleague, Head of System Application Subgroup, Edvinas Kilčiauskas.
Hello everyone. So as Pranas mentioned, I'm Edvinas, and I'm here on behalf of our R&D department. So let's walk through the most significant recent updates of the RutOS. Let's begin with the most important of them all, the security improvements. We have added the brute force prevention for MQTT and PostGet services, updated the device password hashing algorithm to a secure hash algorithm that uses the key length of 512 bits. We have also added the SSH session expiration as well as OpenSSH SFTP protocol support. Continuing the security topic, continuing the security topic, we have added a new firewall DMZ page, which allows us to easily configure a custom secure zone inside your network's topology. The militarized zone, or a DMZ for short, is usually a less secure network segment inside the whole network. It usually contains various network services that have external connection to the internet, for example, DNS or mail servers. Because of the fact that these services are available externally, it makes them less secure and prone to various attacks. DMZ is used to store these services, while the more sensitive nodes are locked behind another firewall. We already have the failover function, which allows us to detect the loss of internet connectivity and instantly switch to another connection method. Until now, the connectivity detection was done by the ping program, but some of our clients have experienced difficulties of using it because their specific network topology prevents the effective usage of the ping command. We listen to our customers, so we added the ability to detect connection interferences using the wget program. This addition allows to better fine-tune the failover function to match your needs. Continuing with the updates, we pay attention to our client needs, so we have also added the email relay package. The package allows two main functions. You can use it as your router's email server, which is perfect for small office solutions, or as a proxy server. The latter can function as an intermediary between your network and the internet by filtering incoming and outgoing email traffic and rejecting or forwarding each email based on pre-configured rules. And that's not it. We have also improved the control you can have over users currently connected to your hotspot service. Until now, it was possible to log out the logged-in users, but they were still able to relog using the same credentials. In recent updates, we have introduced the hotspot registered users page, which allows us to, the hotspot users page, which provides information about currently registered users and allows us to remove them from the registered users list. These users will have to register again if they want to use your hotspot service. We have also implemented solutions for various industrial applications. The first one I'd like to introduce you to is the OPC-UA protocol. It is an efficient communication protocol that is mainly used in building automation field. Devices that support RutOS provide the ability to easily transfer data to cloud services. Our router becomes a controller that collects information from the OPC-UA clients, formats it, and sends over to various cloud services. It's worth mentioning that the formatting rules are fully customizable from the router's graphical user interface. Our clients asked, and we delivered. I'm talking about the BACnet protocol support. Our routers provide easy communication between the PLCs and controlling operational systems. Here we can see how our routers, in this example the Root 955, is incorporated in the solution utilizing the BACnet protocol. Various PLCs are connected to the router using a RS485 socket. Then, the BACnet client software can connect to the router and extract or modify the data provided by the PLCs. Another update on the list is the Entrip support. Entrip provides the ability to extract precise location information of the device. By saying precise, I'm talking centimeters here. Usage is pretty Usage is pretty straightforward. We attach the router to our target that we want to track. The router, with the help of the GNSS antenna, gets location information and sends it to a Encrypt GNSS data management software, or Encryptcaster for short. The caster, with additional information from closely located base stations, calculates exact location of the target. With that location information, you can do whatever you want. Last but not least, I would like to talk about expansion of geofencing service by adding the ability to switch configuration profiles when entering or exiting predefined areas on the map. Configuration profiles allow us to save the whole device configuration. By combining it with geofencing, we have the complete control of device configuration when changing its location. For example, you may want to use a different SIM card slot in a different country, or maybe send event reporting messages to a different support department when the device enters another city. The possibilities here are limited only by our imagination.
Thank you, Edvinas, for explaining the most interesting updates, but I know that there are still few quite important, and I believe those who are daily using our devices have already noticed redesigned web UI. And all these updates with web UI, with design, we are doing this to make it even more intuitive and even more user-friendly. And Web UI side widget is also added. From now on, you will never miss any important data when configuring the device. Key parameters can be visible independently in which menu section you are. Previous RutOS versions were available only in English and German, but this is changing with the new versions. We are well aware of our ever-growing RutOS multilingual audience, so to make the system even more user-friendly, we're happy to speak in Turkish, Spanish, and Portuguese languages. That's right, the newest RutOS versions is enhanced with 3 new languages, and we also updated the German version. So, I would like to encourage you to download and update your devices with the newest firmware and feel the improvement by yourself. And always remember that if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to contact our salespersons and support team. The latest RutOS versions opens up tons of new implementation possibilities and greater management proficiency, which is exactly what we were aiming to enable of the upcoming year's projects and solutions. If you want to know the entire list of changes and access a full changelog, choose firmware downloads under the respective product name in our wiki knowledge base, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. So now let's review your questions.
Christian H. asked, are there plans to make Node-RED as server usable on the routers? So to answer that, well, we have actually tried the prototyping with it. We have made some progress toward Node-RED support, but the main issue that we currently have is the memory limitations of our routers, because Node-RED runs on a Node.js server, which itself requires about 300 megabytes of flash storage. So it's actually quite hard to fit the Node-RED to our devices currently. But if you try, you can, but I don't guarantee on the stability in its current state. But we are definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you, Edvinas. And what about failover with WireGuard VPN? It just works with M1 hack and by standard tools. Can we comment something on this?
Actually, I'm not currently aware of this situation. Well, my specialization is various system services, and my network knowledge currently is limited. But if we are not investigating this issue as today, then we will be investigating it in the future, and we will definitely give you an answer later on.
Okay, we will investigate in this more. And is a rough location available from the mobile network when data from the GPS is not available? For example, poor location, indoors, or etc.
Currently, we do not support this feature, as far as I know. In the graphical user interface, you definitely cannot see this information. You can use the modem AT commands to extract that information yourself if you are pretty tech savvy. But for now, we don't have official support for this feature.
I see a suggestion from Dirk to add some kind of package to RutOS, so I believe we will check on this later, and our comments will be presented in the, Q&A answers in our websites near the webinar recording. I also saw the question from one of you that you were asking if there will be a recording of this webinar. So yes, the webinar will be presented in our website. Let's move on the questions. Ernesto, regarding the RMS credits, there should be a list of the providers on our website, but you can always write an inquiry to our info. We will direct you to the right.
I see Mark asked what is the exact version the features are coming with. Well, most of the features come with our 7.3 RutOS version, but some of the features that we have mentioned, I believe geofencing and profile switch, if I'm correct, are available from 7.2 version. We have uploaded a YouTube video about 7.3 updates, which actually explains even how to configure these specific services. So if you are interested in any of these changes specifically, I would definitely recommend watching that video.
That's correct. If you have some questions, you can visit our wiki page or even YouTube channel, because there are a lot of different tutorials and useful material on how to configure, how to customize our devices. And one more question from Sergio. Is it possible to have routing by net IP to Modbus IP?
Currently, I cannot provide an answer to this question. I will definitely forward it to my colleagues, and we will give you an answer by text.
Okay, we'll do that. And don't worry if we do not answer your questions right away. How I mentioned before, all the questions will be answered in our webpage. Sometimes your questions needs a bit of, deeper analysis.
Yes, I see a question. To extract Lua commands for automation, is there a better way than tracing a specific WebUI page? I believe we are talking here about the Lua commands that are sent via the bus, how our WebUI communicates with the router. So these commands are all available inside the router. You can list and check them. There is a ubus daemon. It is officially supported by the OpenVRT itself, so you can check the documentation on how to check what ubus objects or programs are available through that interface, and there you can see what information you can get from there. I believe that would definitely improve the automation possibilities.
Thank you, Edvinas. And I see some questions more, but I believe all the questions will be answered in our webpage. So thank you very much for participating. Thank you for questions, and the recording will be placed on our website in a couple of days together with the answers. So if your question wasn't answered in this live session, there will be answers in our web page. And so thank you all for attendance. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, and please subscribe for the newsletter to get all the notifications. Thank you one more time, and see you soon. Bye.